See, volume, testing, 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 testing. Check, see if our sound is good. See, volume, testing, 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 testing. Perfect. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to BWTM Sports Live. We're talking Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. First of all, it's a great fight for the people of Australia. It's great exposure for those people in Australia and for Australian boxing, and showing that Australia can actually deliver world-class boxing in Australia. So I think it's fantastic for that. Fantastic for Jeff Horn. Great opportunity for Jeff Horn to, announce himself on the world stage and the world welterweight stage. And again, it's fantastic that a legend like Manny Pacquiao is able to fight outside of America and now fighting in Australia. So those are all the great things, and we look forward to seeing Manny Pacquiao fighting in Brisbane tonight. So it's tomorrow morning. It's great stuff. Those are all the positive things. So the revenue, the money it's going to generate, the opportunity for other boxing trainers, managers, promoters, in Australia who may be little known, is a great opportunity for them to network and meet with the Americans, on such a great scale. I think it's fantastic that this is happening. Now, I haven't been up to date with everything, but I did state that this fight would have got made a long time ago when I saw Pacquiao when I saw Jeff Horn on the undercard of Parker's fight with Riz. I said that Horn would be perfect for Pacquiao because he was flat-footed, that he lacked defense, was slow of hand and feet, and he'd been knocked down previously in fights. So it was all the sort of things, sort of style that makes Manny Pacquiao look brilliant. At this stage of his career, he doesn't really want to be going through walls. Manny Pacquiao's been in so many walls down the years. You wonder how much more his body can take coming into the back end of his career. So it's just a matter of, it's when it's going to show. We saw in the second or the third Bradley fight, he knocked Bradley down twice, but Bradley was able to shake him up in the fight. We saw the Vargas fight. He had power to drop Vargas, but he wasn't able to finish Vargas off. So now with Jeff Horn's style, if you look through Manny Pacquiao's career, which has spanned so many years, if you look at Pacquiao's record and against guys like Jeff Horn is nothing new to Manny Pacquiao in terms of his style. Jeff Horn is talking about his punch power, and that is his chance. That is his punch power is his gateway to superstardom. The guy that beats Manny Pacquiao. Not that Pacquiao hasn't been beat before, but for a guy like Horn to come along and beat Pacquiao, it's going to make great news. Especially Australia, he'll be celebrating so much. Win, lose or draw, Jeff Horn's going to be celebrating. That's one great thing. However, while Jeff Horn's coming in throwing his punches, he also has to understand that Manny Pacquiao has got tremendous punching power with his left hand, and he's knocked Bradley down, knocked Vargas down. So even on his way to unanimous point decisions, he's knocked these guys down. I'm not so sure if when Pacquiao hits Horn, Horn is going to get up, because I don't think Horn is as good as maybe a Vargas or even a Bradley. But then we'll see. He may have big fighting heart. We don't know. We just don't know about Jeff Horn. The stories I've heard is that Jeff Horn is overtrained for this fight. I don't know how they can assess he's overtrained for a fight already. But, obviously his biggest opportunity. He's never fought anywhere near this stage before. So it's always possible that something like this could happen. But that's the story, that he's overtrained. But, we'll have to wait and see about that. For my money, though, I think Pacquiao is far the better fighter, better all-round fighter, if you're being honest. I mean, a lot of people won't say in Australia because, hey, they want to back their man and they want anything bad said about their man. And obviously promotions, if we say that Horn is not dangerous and he's not a good fighter and all the rest of it, it doesn't look good for Manny Pacquiao. It doesn't sell ticket sales, of course. And of course, you know how boxing goes. So that's the undertone of this. You don't talk too much about Horn being not a very good fighter, but talk about how his punching power is good, and always talk about the pluses of what he can do. But fans tuning in will be looking to see Horn and his punching power. If he catches Manny Pacquiao, it's a different story altogether. However, Manny Pacquiao's never struggled against guys that are come forward fighters. Manny Pacquiao's struggled with guys who are counter punchers, guys who can fight off the back foot and make Manny come to him and punish him for making mistakes. I don't see that happening. If Manny oversteps with somebody like Jeff Horn, I don't think he's capable of counter punching, because that's not his style. In his fights, he hasn't shown that sort of ability to be a counter puncher, and a counter punch is what gives Pacquiao problems. Now, age, we have to really consider in this fight, because, like I said, Pacquiao's had a lot of testing fights down the years. How many more times can you go to the well? So, hopefully Manny Pacquiao hasn't overlooked it. I've heard people in the press saying, "Oh well, if Pacquiao doesn't look good, and if Pacquiao doesn't fight well in this fight, maybe he should retire." Of course, you'll say those things to sell the fight. It's that sort of thing. I'm not saying that Pacquiao won't say look good in the fight. I'm not saying that. What I'm basically saying is those are things you sort of put in the fight, put in to hype the fight up. Oh, there's a possibility that Pacquiao may be older now and may slip, and Horn may catch him with something. All the things of maybe. But this is basically down to Jeff Horn having a puncher's chance, and then the percentages of how big a puncher Horn is at elite level. You can catch punches at people at lower levels with big punches, and knock them out. But when you fight at elite level, the elite fighter is able to avoid some of your punches, tuck up from your punches, slip your punches, and of course land punches when you're throwing your punches and counter you. And I suspect this is what Manny Pacquiao will do. He'll land the left hand and hit Horn hard and early, and Jeff Horn will probably be dazzled by the speed and power of Manny Pacquiao, which is phenomenal to watch at times. So like I've said, Manny Pacquiao's fought 40, 50 odds. Jeff Horn has never fought a Manny Pacquiao. So it's a whole totally different experience with Jeff Horn, and with Pacquiao it's just it's just basic: get in there, do the job. That's what it is. And can you do the job still as old as you are? Can you still perform? That's the big question. Because if Pacquiao can perform the way we know Manny Pacquiao can perform, yeah, it's going to be a very painful night for Jeff Horn, because he's got no defense whatsoever. So when he comes forward, he's going to be hit with hard left hands, and there's going to be no way to get out of it. So I don't know. I think there's gulfs in class, but age, youth can close that gap down real quickly. We know that in world boxing. Manny Pacquiao's turned old overnight, as they say. Now, he's not turned old overnight. We know Manny Pacquiao is an older fighter now, but he's looked good against Vargas and he looked good against Bradley. So my prediction for this fight would be a brave Jeff Horn comes out, and the predictable thing is Manny Pacquiao will use the left hand to attack and to hurt Jeff Horn and possibly stop him mid to late rounds. I just don't see how Horn wins this fight. However, if Horn does win the fight due to Manny Pacquiao being, an older Manny Pacquiao, which is very possible, then, Horn could win the fight. But I'm not looking at that all. I'm going to look at Manny Pacquiao being sharp, ready, good to go, and able to negotiate Jeff Horn. I expect Jeff Horn to fight the fight of his life. I expect Jeff Horn to put on a great performance or try his best. I don't know if Jeff Horn can rise to the occasion. I don't know if Jeff Horn is mentally tough enough to fight such a huge fight. Some guys, when they get into this situation and they've got a fight of a lifetime and the media's all around them, and they just rise to another, they rise to the occasion and they fight, and they become much better fighters from that on that one night. And there are other guys, they become starstruck. The lights go on, and they freeze in the headlights. And no matter what the trainer's telling them, it don't matter because they're just stuck, frozen, starstruck. I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao, and big fight in my career, and look at all these Australian people watching me. The world's media's here. I've got to perform. If Horn goes out in that mentality, if he goes out with that mentality, the latter, which is, oh my God, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. If he's starstruck and frozen by that, then Pacquiao's going to blitz Horn out of there. If Horn comes out with this is my opportunity, this is my chance to put Australia on the map, Brisbane on the map, and hey, I'm the man. I'm going to show the world that they're wrong to doubt me. I'm Jeff Horn. I'm the next welterweight superstar. I'm going to stop Manny Pacquiao. Then it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight, but for as long as it lasts. But again, Manny Pacquiao is an experienced fighter, and again, it's great that Pacquiao's in Brisbane. Well, it's quite interesting also that now Indongo and Crawford are going to be fighting for the undisputed title in August. So it'd be great to see maybe Pacquiao fight the winner of that. Whether Pacquiao's going to be involved with something like that, I don't know. But there's a reason they put Jeff Horn, and I believe the reason is simply because Horn is, like I said, flat-footed, lacks defense, and will be cannon fodder for Manny Pacquiao. I can't lie. I can't be dishonest. Pacquiao's got a legendary career, and you can't argue with that. That's BWTM Sports preview of Pacquiao versus Horn. Thanks for watching. Take care.